I saw the blackest minds of my generation, hailing from drugged Negro streets, dragging their namesakes in sacks on their backs and buried by the weight of their ancestors' wakes. I saw them booted up and strangled with the tie and suit terrorist, scraping a living, their daytime mask, the thread that prevents reality from shattering. They were raised on belts, Milo, aka and expectations, on Body Groove and Sade, on the dubplate drama, duppy and disenfranchisement. Wasted in t-shirt weather, plating sausages on certificates of accomplishment, wiping their lips with GCSEs, always knowing they were wiser than can be measured. I saw them, ghetto and rough and black in all black, speaking slang like this and slanging, frantically chasing capital, aware of the bleakest of realities. I saw them, paying a fee to braid, their melanin bought, swallowed as a sweet. So they're lost on left book, searching for empathy and daydreaming the realization of a future they seek freedom from, shivering, exhaling the world with grassy knees and crystal eyes, fanning on their wretched flames as they communicate the chaos of the uber-urban, of caste and class, in meme format, on placards and t-shirts, satirizing their real lives. It's all a fucking joke. Because it is all a joke. Now climbing in the front seat, then climbing out, a musk of deodorant and smoke, addicted to vice to help paint their lives, a toke with each stroke, gurning at noon, beer in hand, is love enough. I saw them, already ducking the hangman's noose by noon, during the he say, she say of cis-set supremacy, dodging the three horsemen of romantic allies, serenaded by Hotep's turfs and white feminists, looking like sexy raven masochists who need desperately that sweet destruction on their lip, that sweet destruction of the lover of an idea who fancies the oppression, of the lover of a rebellion looking to upset parents, of the lover of a warrior looking for a trophy at house parties with pollution in their breath and fetish in their eyes, careless in the thought that they do not really care. I saw them, powerful, unfettered but affected by the male glare that judges and declares as beautiful or sinful, oppressive all the while. Knowing only violence left them with bruises, asks them to abuse, fake deep, stale and unstable, unable to function without the pressure of destruction, uncomfortable in comfort. Still, they were full of future and bashful. I saw them talked over, lectured on their own minds, craving to sweat off the shade, sexual citizens of the nighttime DIY homes of resistance, twerking, voguing, skanking, fanatics, devotees to moments of release with windswept hair wild and taboo like their rhythms and bodies, bubbly at the back taking over the sound systems, because they bring the noise better, knowing they will watch if they want, knowing they can be cut but never faded. I saw them speaking the word, speaking it in tongues on corners, pushing knowledge, trying to inject your lectures with Linton, Kwesi Johnson and Badu, spewing decolonial rants to all, grinding bones to salt with a poet's furor. Broke, but it's a labor of love, I'm told. Writing novels in languages that are lost, languages never modern or foreign enough, but they are the modern and foreign, also ancestral and see everywhere as home. Deluded and disgusted at the sight of the Anthropocene, a world they had no hand in creating, were never asked to save, afraid they must. They were aware that they deserved better. Those tarmacked black walk-on daughters, sons, siblings, parents, lovers, strangers deserve better than being invited and arriving to save, kicked and winded, rushed down winding paths of trauma, wound tight and rejected, neglected, eventually ejected, unable to heal, asking why must we have to always scribble rants in personal emails and grip bottles of rage and poverty. They were scorched by the sordid and shrewd eye of sterling and politics that scales the walls and windows of their bodies to uncover their identities, to destroy or corrupt or deny by that godless God of man that holds them hostage with the poison that fed their homes, that asked them to pay for that poisoned water, the blacker, the poorer, not even bodies or lives or memories, hoping they truly cannot burn our spirits. Yes, I saw them. Youthful weapons, aiming those soon-to-be sectioned minds on a trip to manifest their destiny or find it, fickle moods switching randomly through joy, love, or sorrow, on a quest for black thought and ecstasy, carrying their communities pathless when everything is behind them. I saw them, unable to turn off, so turn up, then turn to pro plus. Could be pros but misguided, chasing signs and spirits, chasing horoscopes and topping up on absinthe, snorting spirulina and banging on the doors of the premier with the fork and banging on the doors of the premier and the tongue-twisted, forked foot, familiar and foreign alike, fasting and fainting at the floors of royal weddings, skinny with the sham and shame of broken Britain, grating its gore, pulling up to the doors of the +44 and the homes of their councillors and the homes of their vice-chancellors and the homes of the Chancellor of the Exchequer with spray cans. Stop killing the mandem. Please, stop killing the mandem, or else. They were coarse, desperate and anxious, saying they just might, ensnared by the madness of modernity, disrupted in their histories and unclear in their visions. They lean now with shots or shot or shooting their shot. They lean now with shots or shot or shooting their shot, drunk or dying or daring, surrendering to destiny. They suffer now, diagnosed with ganja psychosis, chasing fulfillment of a repressed fire, with 2 phones and no fixed abode, broken and helpless to the offers of comfort, colliding in the downpour of a violent path and ignorant decisions, asking Heavenly Father to be closer or for closure. I saw the blackest minds of my generation decimated by the distance of the tomorrow they crawl to, weak, tired, willing, crippled, tortured, climbing. So I knew when I saw them typing then deleting, restless with confessions that demand releasing. I knew they were bright and they carried the sunlight, because at dawn you only see black rise, and this is a matter for black lives. So ends the bloody business of the day. So begins the bloody business of the night. When the swollen stones that drift through history call and ask you to prefer eternity over bondage, will you answer, let your existence be drowned by bravery? When they sweep the trash and snow-gloved strays from the shop floor, we don't serve your kind, will you freeze alongside in solidarity? When they film your last moments and upload it and defer a beauty onto your morbidity you never requested, will you haunt like the spectre of white supremacy? Because when they sort skin and tone into colored houses and debate whether race matters or if it is only skin deep, will you take a knee at a runway offline, be an activist beyond active speak? Because when the blues unfold, can you follow its source and dare to topple this world that swallows souls? Will you surmount the nation, gang, and creed? And are you tribal marking the cheek of believers or pagans alike? A black Muslim out of touch with spirit, society, and identity. Can they punish me a day beyond my life? Are you dying for money, pride, self-worth, or clout? All of these, God even, in spite of the memories and moments so heavy that might tame that constant raging wave. And are you living for family, love, pain, destiny? All of these, hell even, in spite of the memories and moments so heavy that might drag you to your destruction. When it is your turn, and there is no yam or anyone left to speak for you, will I find you bewildered or expecting? You will find me feeling long-haired and freaky. I do not need to apply. I know what they asked for. Heavy, you will say. But this is meant to be heavy. You will find me dripping with sauce on the morning commute, unshaven, confident in my unironed shirt, full of art in your offices, bending at the seams with stees from every orifice. You will find me throwing back the bananas and making devil noises, taunting to redness in the football fields and hospitals, streaking naked on your campuses and streets, banned from your favorite local. You will find me exploding, sweating rum in the wavy uniform of a fuck, begging for quick and dirty love, and my heart is as intoxicated as my vessel, an avatar of fabulous disaster all the while. You will find me with the lightning attraction of Shango, demigodish flying unicorns and my supersonic Django. And you will find me with the diaspora grinning at our dysphoria and euphoric in our auras, awesome and triumphant as we fall, beautiful through destruction. You will find me ecstatic, but only temporarily feigning wellness. You will find me laid on my mattress of inertia and lethargy, bloated, guts full of passion, but body heavy from the hangover and the weight of grief. You will find me fastened to my seats in the free fall called 20s, falling like shells, flashing a little lamp full of smoke as I burst, arriving with a glorious, short-lived bang that is only memorable through the ensuing scandal. You will find me crushed but crushing, with a stumble and mumbling, offering to forgive myself. You will find me at the gates of fortune, seeking to uncover the mask and mist, wary of stepping willingly into limbo or purgatory, and my sisters at my side telling me, your joy is where you left it. Thank you.